and it helps them adjust their R&D to meet the Army requirements. So when we're looking at MDO and the future war that the Army could fight with our near-peer adversaries, we've got to align industry and their innovation to meet our requirements. And that's the other second important part of CyberQuest. The third part is that really we do identify technologies that may go into rapid acquisition. We've had some success stories in the past where we had some capabilities that were not available to our force, and through CyberQuest we identified those technologies, and we're able to link the rapid acquisition force to those technologies, and we're able to field those technologies to our force. So in those three areas, CyberQuest is unique in that sense, and no other event in the Army that really gets to the in-depth experimentation that aligns industry to the capability managers.
By leveraging industry innovation, we can rapidly acquire capabilities and get them into the hands of our soldiers. The tools, technologies, and techniques required for mission success in the cyberspace domain are perpetually evolving, and no one organization has a total solution to any challenge. We must learn by doing. That is why the U.S. Army's Cyber Center of Excellence, based here at Fort Gordon, created CyberQuest.
So CyberQuest 20 really allows us to look at innovative solutions from industry and academia, partnering with defense in order to find capability solutions, inform requirements to help the warfighter of the future. Partnership between the Australian Army and US Army and our joint partners in the Marine Corps that are also with us this year on CyberQuest is hugely important. It allows me as an exchange officer to see US industry solutions, work with the US Army, and of course, as an allied partner and coalition partner, it's obviously key to the way we work together in the future.
Realism is delivered using fielded program of record network capabilities, a live brigade combat team tactical operations center, a live dismounted maneuver force, an active cyber red team, and a full modeling and simulation lab. This allows us to effectively evaluate the full range of cyberspace domain capabilities, from man-pack electronic warfare to offensive cyber.
I want to thank all of our exercise participants for your collaboration and extend a special thank you to our industry partners. Without your innovation, technology, and partnership, we would not be where we are today. We know your participation has been impacted by COVID-19 and really appreciate your dedication to this mission. Your willingness to trust our collaborative approach, iterate technologies on the fly, and adapt to the operational input generates new solutions and emerging capabilities for our Army. So thank you. Even though we are operating in this new normal,
first and foremost, as kind of the S1 had pointed out, it's a matter of thanks, right? Thank you to the Stallions, our families, our friends back home, for those who we cannot be with over the holidays. But as the S1 said, you are not alone. We are family. So you're not celebrating without family, you're just celebrating with a different family, an extended family. We have members of the Iron Horse Brigade that are out here celebrating with us. We have members of the Lithuanian Army who are joining us. We have members of the Enhanced Forward Presence Battle Group Lithuania, a multinational battalion that is serving here in Pabradė. So we are a worldwide family taking a moment of our time to celebrate today's activities. 2020 has been an interesting year to say the least. COVID, murder wasps, hurricanes, flooding, you name it activity, the world has thrown its worst at us and where we stand. It did not stop us from training. It did not stop us from deploying. It does not stop us from working with our allied partners to get after common goals. All it does is change the way in which we do this. We are adaptable. We are flexible. And we will continue to do the things that we do that make us part of the greatest fighting force in the world. and the global community in which we serve with. We can't do it alone, so we do it together. And we get after those things that will help us make us stronger. We are here. We are celebrating together. We are thankful for those who are with us, and we remember those who are not. So, through extended family, through meeting new partners and friends, and celebrating with those at home through video to the best that we can, I say thank you very much for everything you have done. It has been a long and grueling 2 months to get us to where we are today, and it's taken every single one of you to make it possible. And that is what I am thankful for. We thank you for all your hard work. And go ahead and please light the tree. There we go.
I am Master Sergeant Denver Stack. I am the 163rd Services Flight Superintendent, and I am in charge of the Wing Fitness program. So today we started our fitness testing again. We've had a long pause since COVID started. So this is our official start to the fitness assessments starting up again, and today was our first test. Changes that members will see is the increments for the year increments that it's broken out with, from 10-year to 5-year. And then within those increments, the scoring of those categories of your push-up, sit-ups, and run have also changed. Those break down to 60 total points for your run, for your max. Your max points for push-ups is 20 points, and your max points for sit-ups will be also 20 points, for a total of 100 points total still. So I encourage the members to go out there, really look at those changes and see how that affects their fitness assessment. Another big change that we've had with the fitness program, to many members' delight probably, is the waist measurement. The waist measurement is not going away. However, it is not going to be a scored component of the assessment itself. It will be part of just the height, weight, and then a waist measurement of the body composition part that's not scored. We encourage and we want to make sure that people use these new changes to their advantage, and use the diagnostic testing that's available to be able to, take away some of that stress during an official test, knowing that if you are struggling and you need to have a good barometer of where you are, that you could take an official test through a diagnostic, and if you fail, it's not going to count against you. And then if you do pass, you'll be able to use that as an official score if you choose. The one thing about the diagnostic itself is there are parameters to the diagnostic that members do need to know and be aware of. They could only have 3 diagnostics within a 12-month period. So that is something that they'll have to monitor as they're going through and doing their diagnostics. For most people, as long as they're not within their 15 days, if they don't have any component exemptions, they'll be able to take advantage of those diagnostic tests. Yeah, so we had a member that did his first diagnostic test. They wanted to they were struggling before. Their last test was unsatisfactory. So they wanted to kind of do the diagnostic to see where they are and see how well they're getting ready for his fitness assessment. So we allowed him to do a diagnostic today, and he ended up scoring a 90% with the new scoring system and the breakout of how that worked. So the member actually chose to use that score as his official score, so that diagnostic turned into an official test. And when it comes to the unit itself, whether you're a supervisor, you're the member, your leadership, that we are creating an environment that encourages fitness, and we're intervening with the individuals that are struggling to make sure that we have a fit to fight force. Members are our number one asset, and we don't want to lose anybody because they're struggling with their health.
He is named in honor of Sergeant Johnny R. Manuelito C., one of the original 29 Navajo Code Sergeants who trained in the first all-Navajo platoon here aboard the Negro in 1942. Sergeant Manuelito helped create the code that the Navajos developed at Camp now Marine Corps Air Station Near. He became an instructor, teaching other Navajo Marines the Navajo Code. Later, Sergeant Manuelito participated in the Battle of Iwo Jima, where a Marine signals officer stated, "Had it not been for the code talkers, we would have never taken Iwo Jima." Lance Corporal Manny continues the tradition of a long line of mascots at MCRD San Diego, dating back to 1939, when Major General Smedley Butler introduced James Jolly Plum Duff as the first mascot here at the Marine Corps Recruit Depot. He is being escorted by the Office of Communication, Lance Corporal Grace J. Kendrick.
Stand! On it! There. Whoa. There. Stand turn. Take.
Spiritual personal development plays an important part in the making of a United States Marine. Lieutenant Junior Grade Brian J. McCraner, Chaplain Corps, United States Navy, will deliver the graduation prayer. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Let us pray. Gracious One, we are grateful that you will never leave us or forsake us, and for the strength your presence provides to us. For it was you who told us, when you go out against your enemy,